Of tonight's game basically on the line, #1 seed in the postseason, so this is going to be a pretty important game. Parkersburg South comes in with a record of 34-7-3, and the Lady Big Reds will come in here with a record of 27-6-3. So two very successful programs. Really, so far up to this point, though, Parkersburg High School has got the better of the Lady Patriots. They have actually faced 5 times in 5 different matches this year, and they have got the series right now 3-2. With all of their wins being the quick 2-0 variety. This is actually going to be the first matchup between the two teams tonight that is going to be using the format of best 3 out of 5. All the other matches that they've had up to this point will be best 2 out of 3. And as I said, Parkersburg South won 2 of those matches, and the Lady Big Reds won the other 3. So they actually have the season series right now. So it's going to be an important important matchup tonight for this crosstown rivalry. Right now, the starting lineups are the complete lineups for each team are being introduced. Right now, the Lady Patriots, because it's their home match, they're throwing out some small volleyballs that were signed. So very soon, they're going to be doing the national anthem. So I do not have starting lineups right now, so we'll just go ahead and wait to give you what the initial starting lineups will be. They're finishing up their starting introducing each team. Head coach for the Lady Patriots is Martha Newberry, and head coach, of course, for the Lady Big Reds, Carl Harnish. All right, we're going to get ready to do the national anthem, so let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be back for more exciting volleyball action between PHS and South right here on CS Channel 45. And welcome back to the Rod Oldham Athletic Center as we get ready to get this game underway. Starting lineups for the Lady Big Reds: Erin Danzy, #3 will be on the court. Laura Draper, #4. #7, Erin Armstrong. #8, Bethany White. #12, Sarah Thompson. And rounding out the lineup, Paige Hathaway wearing #17. On the court for the Lady Patriots, #2, Amber Shreves. #3, Jamie Whitman. #6, Jessie Wells. #20, Asia Greenleaf. #14, Laurel Sloan. And rounding out the lineup, #11, Lindsay Eckert. PHS won the toss. They will be serving first. And serving will be Sarah Thompson. And let the crosstown rivalry begin once again. And here's the serve. Eckert to Shreves with the set, over by Sloan. Draper over to Armstrong. It's tipped, and it was tipped. So the point goes to the Lady Patriots after the tip block. And Thompson will be serving again. Dug out by Whitman, over to Shreves, over to Sloan. Thompson with the set to Draper, over to Armstrong. This time it goes deep, so now the point will go to the South. And now serving for the first time will be the Lady Patriots, and serving for the Lady Patriots for the first time will be Jessie Wells, one of the senior co-captains. She serves. White to Draper, over to Armstrong. Dug out by Greenleaf now, puts it over, and it's going to go in. So point Patriots, 2 on the score, and Wells will be serving again. Set to Draper, and that one kind of faked everybody out a little bit, I think. It's going to go for another point to the Lady Patriots. 3-1 now the score. I think that set was going to be a little bit of a fake out, and just got a little bit too close to the net for White to handle. So Wells with another serve. Draper with the sets, over to Armstrong. Strong. Eckert not able to dig it out, so it's going to be a point for the Big Reds, and they retain serve now. Libero comes onto the court for the first time for the Lady Patriots. That's Leanne Schuler, #7. Serving is Bethany White, dug out by Eckert. Whitman, blocked by Hathaway. Great play there. It's going to be another point. Tied up at 3. White serves again for the Lady Big Reds. Armstrong and Hathaway both up there for the block, and Lady Patriots not able to do anything with it. Sloan with the set, over to Whitman. Kind of dinks it over and right in the middle of the court where nobody was standing, so it's going to be another point for the Lady Patriots. They get served back. Asia Greenleaf now will be serving for the first time. And the serve. White over to Danzy. Over by Armstrong. It's dug out by Schuler. Here's Eckert. White. Draper and over to. It was over to Danzy. It was an attempted block there by the Lady Patriots, and ball must have been over the line in some sort. So they're going to give the ball to the Lady Big Reds. Tied up at 4, and Paige Hathaway serving. To Schuler, over to Shreves, over to Sloan, and she's able to get it over. It was initially blocked by Aaron Armstrong, but actually was not able to be stopped, so it's going to be a point for the Patriots. Now onto the court for the first time will be Emily Patterson. She comes in for Hathaway. And serving for the Lady Patriots, Laurel Sloan, and that's going to be a service error. So quickly back to the Big Reds, and another substitution, Kirkland. Now Molly Kirkland in for number 12, Sarah Thompson. Serving now, Aaron Armstrong. Sloan with the set. Here comes Whitman. It's a tip. They're going to give the point to the Lady Patriots. Back on the court now will be Wells in for the libero, Leanne Schuler. The score of this game so far, we're in game 1 of this matchup. 6-5 is the score. And Jamie Whitman now with the serve. Kirkland with a nice shot over the nets. Shreves puts it back over. Set by Draper. Over to Kirkland. It goes into the ceiling for the Lady Patriots. I'm not sure what the call is, but they're going to give the point over to the Big Reds. So 6-6 the score of this ball game. Aaron Danzy now goes back to serve for the Big Reds. On the floor now for the Lady Patriots, Danielle Floyd wearing number 8, and a big shot there by Jessie Wells. Point, and also now the serve. Greenleaf back on the floor. I did not notice that Floyd was on the floor, so, and she's quickly already subbed for by Greenleaf once again. So Eckert with the serve, it's in the net. Point Big Reds, and also the serve. Back in now will be senior captain Paige Hathaway. And sitting down will be number 6, Emily Patterson. Serving, Laura Draper. Here comes the serve. Dug out by Whitman. Set to Sloan. Greenleaf. And nice. Point Patriots, they get the serve back. Serving for the first time this evening, one of the other senior co-captains for the Lady Patriots, Amber Shreves. Here comes the serve. White to Draper. Over to Kirkland. Blocked. Put back over by the Patriots. Still kept alive, and now over. Eckert now to Shreves, over to Wells, and that's going to be in. Danzy was there, but she's not able to make a play on it, so point Patriots. Shreves with the serve once again, 9-7 the score. And over again is Shreves. Draper puts it over instead of set. Wells over to Greenleaf. Point Lady Big Reds. They get the serve back. Serving for Parkersburg High School, Sarah Thompson. Shreves with the set over to Greenleaf. And when she gets up in the air, she's got to be awful intimidating. So another point. Serve goes back to the Patriots at Parkersburg South High School. Jessie Wells doing the serving once again. And a little bit of a knuckleball serve. It kind of played White and Thompson a little bit. So it's going to be another point for the Lady Patriots. 11-8 the score. Wells serves again. White to Draper, over to Armstrong. Eckert. Shreves with the set to Whitman. She just kind of dinks it over. White with the set for PHS. Over is Armstrong, and nice shot. Oh, kept alive. Still alive. I thought for sure that hit the floor, ladies and gentlemen, but that just kept going. But a good block there, a good shot over the net for the Lady Big Reds. They get the point, they get their serve back. Bethany White now doing the serving for PHS. Eckert to Shreves to Greenleaf. They're gonna say a little deep on that, so point PHS. 11-10 is your score. South in the lead. White with another serve. Eckert. Whitman. It's got to be over by Schuler. It is. Thompson with a Draper set over to Armstrong. They're going to say deep. The Big Reds hoping for a tip there, but the side judges did not see it. Point South. Greenleaf now with the serve. Hathaway with the initial hit over to Draper. Over to Armstrong. Nice hit. And a point. So now PHS gets the serve back. On the floor now, Danielle Floyd once again in for Asia Greenleaf. Paige Hathaway serving for the Lady Big Reds. Floyd to Shreves, over to Whitman. Blocked, kept alive by White. Over is Danzy, and South not able to stop it. All tied up at 12 in this first game. And Paige Hathaway, senior co-captain for the Lady Big Reds, is going to be serving once again. In the net. Line drive shot right there, and that's going to be a service error. Back over to the Lady Patriots. On the floor now will be Emily Patterson coming in for Hathaway. Laurel Sloan with the serve. Bethany White to Laura Draper, over by Danzy. They're going to say out. So the ball goes back, or there'll be a point, Lady Patriots, and they retain serve. Sloan with the serve again, in the net. 14-13 is the score. PHS with the serve. Back on the floor is Molly Kirkland for PHS, and serving will be Erin Armstrong. Sloan set for PHS, over to Shreves. Good keeping alive by Bethany White. Danzy. Laurel Sloan set over to Shreves. Dinks it over, kept alive by Kirkland, set by Draper, and over by PHS. Over by Sloan for South. Draper. And Danzy with a little dink over the net. Nobody there for South. So another point, PHS tied up at 14. Erin Armstrong with the serve once again. And the net, point South. And they get the serve back. Jamie Whitman with her patented jump serve. They'll be doing the serving for the Lady Patriots. 15-14 is the score. And the net, but over. That counts. Bethany White with the set. Kirkland with the big shot over the net. Kept alive. Sloan with the set. Wells puts it over. Here comes nice block by Amber Shreves. Point South. 16-14 the score. Whitman serves again. Bethany White keeps alive. It's got to be over, and it is. Set for Sloan. Here comes Shreves. Blocked by Kirkland. Kept alive by Draper. They're going to call a carry on Danzy, Erin Danzy, so it's going to be another point South. And Jamie Whitman still serving. 17-14 the score. Over. White. Kirkland's got to put it over. She does. Floyd. Eckert puts it over. I think they're going to call a carry on Shreves there. So it's going to be a point for PHS, and now they serve once again. Aaron Danzy with the serve. Whitman. To Sloan. It's got to be over. Shreves puts it over. Set forward. Draper puts it up. That was Kirkland there, but wide right. Out of bounds. Point south. They get the serve back. Doing the serving for the Lady Patriots this time, Lindsay Eckert back on the floor. For the Lady Patriots will be Asia Greenleaf. Eckert with the serve. And a miss hit there, kind of a miscommunication for PHS. So point for South makes the score 19 to 15. South in the lead, and Coach Harnish is going to take a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Again, we're just so glad that you can be a part of our sports coverage here on CAS Channel 45. We try to bring you the crosstown rivalry, whatever sport it may be. Of course, we brought you the football game a couple weeks ago, brought you a couple of soccer matchups as well. So this will be the last fall matchup when it comes to PHS South for this year. Both enjoying incredible seasons, but this game could mean quite a bit for the postseason landscape. PHS can pull off a win. They will have the #1 seed. Excuse me, folks. Last minute instructions given out to both teams. Now it's time to play some volleyball once again. Lindsay Eckert still serving for the Lady Patriots. Coming on for the first time for the Big Reds will be the libero, Cheney Johnson. Eckert with the serve. Armstrong. The initial set was a little deep, and I think maybe the setter had her foot on the line. They're going to call her out or over the line. It's another point for South, 20 to 15 the score. Eckert serves. Draper over to Kirkland. Nice block by Asia Greenleaf. Another point South, 21-15 the score. It's been a pretty evenly matched game up to this point, but the last 6 points have gone the way of the Lady Patriots. Net serve, but still good. Draper with the set for PHS. Bethany White puts it over. Sloan sets for South. Jesse Wells. That's in. Another point, 22-15. Some excitement being showed by the hometown Patriots, or the home school Patriots. This is the hometown for both teams. Bethany White puts it over, blocked. It's blocked by Shreves and Greenleaf. And then the hit that they're going to say is was a carry. So another point for South, 23-15. Eckert still serves. Cheney Johnson with the initial hit. Draper set. Kirkland puts it over. Blocked by Greenleaf. Nobody there to get the block, though. Point PHS. They get their serve back. 23-16 the score. They have to play some catch-up, though. 17 back on the court for PHS. Paige Hathaway. Serving will be Laura Draper. Whitman to Sloan to Greenleaf. Draper, and Kirkland keeps it alive. Good, good. It was a kill attempt there by Shreves, but blocked by PHS, and it's going to be another point PHS. 23-17 the score now. Serve Draper. Eckert. Sloan just kind of dinks it over. It's good. Point South, and now it's going for game point right here. 24-17 is the score. Shreves will try to be serving for the first game of this matchup right here. Hathaway to Draper, over to Kirkland. Kept alive, but it's going to go out of bounds. So the score is now 18-24. And they just got to keep serve. They lose serve, and this first game is over. So Sarah Thompson has the unenviable duty to get 7 consecutive points, actually 8. She serves, and here comes Greenleaf. over by Armstrong. First point down. It is now 24-19. Thompson serves again. Eckert. Greenleaf, and that's it. That's the first game of this matchup. 25-19 is the final score of this game. We'll be back. They'll switch sides and we'll serve it up again. You're watching CAS Channel 45's coverage of high school volleyball. Rod Oldham Athletic Center, that first game, Parkersburg South takes it. And let me go ahead and give you some kills numbers right here. I've got the statistician extraordinaire, Jay Bennett, sitting right next to me, of course, from the Parkersburg News and Sentinel, so he's going to give me some numbers as we speak. South, Asia Greenleaf had 4 kills in that first game. Jamie Whitman had 2. Let me see here. Laurel Sloan had 2, and Jesse Wells had 3 for South. And on the other side of the net, we had Aaron Armstrong for PHS with 4 kills, Aaron Danzy with 3, Paige Hathaway with 1, and Molly Kirkland with 2. So pretty even right there when it comes to kills, but right now the most important stat is the points on the board, and South able to take the first game of this matchup at this best 3 of 5. So they will have serve after they've switched sides. Amber Shreves will be doing the first serving for the Lady Patriots. And we're underway. Bethany White over to Draper. Kirkland puts it over. Good stop by Eckert. Sloan with the set over to Wells. Blocked. They're going to say 4 hits on South, so PHS gets the first point of this ball game. And they get to serve now. Serving serving the first time this game will be Sarah Thompson. Eckert over to Shreves with the set. Here comes Greenleaf. That's going to, the line judge says deep. Another point for the Lady Big Reds. 2-0 the score in this game. Same starting lineups on the court for each team. Thompson serves. Eckert to Shreves. Back over to Eckert. Kept alive. There's Draper with the set over to Hathaway. Shreves over to Wells. And it's going to be off, deflected off a PHS player out of bounds. No, point PHS. Somebody must have been over the line again. Thompson serves again. Whitman to Shreves to Greenleaf. And that's a tough play for anybody right there. Point South. Jesse Wells serves now, one of the 3 senior co-captains for the Lady Big Reds. Nice shot there by number 7, Aaron Armstrong. And she gives PHS the 4th point of this second ball game, and now they retain serve now. Bethany White will be doing the serving. Senior Bethany White. Here comes the serve. Eckert to Shreves. Whitman is partially blocked, kept alive. Put over by Danzy. Kept alive by the Big Reds. Armstrong puts it over. It's going to be deep. No deflection. 4-2 the score now. PHS in the lead, and now serving will be Asia Greenleaf. And I'm going to call a carry on Thompson. That ball came in a little bit faster than she was expecting, and I think she was pretty much just tried to save her life right there. So Greenleaf with the next serve. Draper to Danzy deep. And South ties it up at 4 in the second ball game. Asia Greenleaf serves again. Hathaway to Draper. Over to Armstrong. Shreves keeps it alive. It's got to be over. It is. Bethany White over to Draper. Big shot there by Armstrong. Asia Greenleaf able to make a hit on it, but it just deflects off her hands, goes out of bounds. So it'll be a point PHS. On the floor now for the South will be Danielle Floyd coming in for Asia Greenlee. Serving now for the Lady Big Reds, Paige Hathaway. Here comes her serve. Whitman to Shreves, back to Whitman. They're going to say out of bounds, point PHS. 6-4 the score, PHS in the lead. Nice. Somebody is woohooing in the crowd. Hathaway serves again. Floyd to Shreves. Here comes Eckert. There's Draper. Over by Danzy. It's inbounds. It's also a point. 7-4 the score. PHS starting to get a little bit of a lead here. 7-4 PHS. And here comes Paige Hathaway once again. Whitman to Shreves to Eckert. White keeps it alive over to Draper. A little deep there. Kept alive Draper once again. Here comes Danzy, blocked by Sloan. I'm going to say 4 hits on PHS. Point South. South gets to serve on the court. Cheney Johnson, she is the libero. She comes in for Paige Hathaway. Serving will be Laurel Sloan to Bethany White. Draper, here comes Danzy. She dinks it over for a point. And they also get the serve back for that. 8-5 the score. Molly Kirkland comes on the court now for the Lady Big Reds. Taking the seat will be Sarah Thompson. Serving Erin Armstrong, another one of the senior co-captains. Here comes her serve. Leanne Schuler, libero for South on the court now. Over to Whitman. White to Draper to Danzy. Kept alive by Floyd. Schuler's keeping it alive. It's got to be over by Whitman. Still alive. And Kirkland there, the big left-hander, just brings it down. Point for PHS, and Coach Newberry's going to take a quick timeout for South. The score now in this game, 9-5. PHS in the lead in the second game. Next time we bring you a sporting event, it will be South football. The final South football game that we'll be bringing you on the season. They'll be taking on RC Bird. Action begins Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Do not miss it. It'll be the final time we bring you a game, at least a football game, from the Erickson All Sports facility this season. Newberry just trying to stop the momentum. Get some last-minute instructions. Each team looking a little loose out there, so they're just having fun, playing a game. And I think they're ready to play volleyball once again. Erin Armstrong will be serving, up 9-5 in this second game. Schuler to Whitman, over by Eckert. Draper to Danzy. Blocked, kept alive by Eckert, but not able, just out of the reach of Laurel Sloan. So it's going to be another point PHS. 10-5 the score. Armstrong with another serve. Net serve. Point South, they get the serve back. And doing the serving will be Jamie Whitman, senior co-captain. Johnson. You're going to call a tip on it anyway, but Molly Kirkland with the kill right there. 11-6 to score. She comes up strong, comes down hard with that left hand. Serve again will be Erin Danzy, up 11-6. Net serve. Molly Kirkland just got hit in the back of the head. That's the one thing about facing the net. You don't see that coming in. Danielle Floyd back off the floor, and Asia Greenleaf back on the floor for the Lady Patriots. Score 11-7. Serving Lindsay Eckert. That actually went back over. They're going to call a carry on the set there by Jessie Wells. And it will be 12-7. Nice serve there by Laura Draper. It's got to be over by the Lady Patriots. It is. Draper Kirkland kept alive by Whitman, but nobody's going to be able to get that one. 13-7 now your score. PHS gets their serve back. And it will be done by Laura Draper this time. Whitman to Sloan. To Shreves. Blocked, kept alive. Shreves sets it. Greenleaf and Wells a little bit out of position right there. So Martha Newberry, Coach Newberry, is going to go ahead and take her second time out of this game. The score is 14-7. PHS up big in this game. South took the first game, 25, I believe, to 19. Can't remember. 25-19 was the first score of the first game. So they are up 1 in this this matchup. But South or PHS now looking very good in this second game. Looking to tie it up at 1. Coach Newberry trying to break the momentum once again. Last minute instructions. And we're ready to play volleyball once again. Shreves, Wells, Greenleaf, Sloan, Whitman, and Eckerd for South. Armstrong, Draper, Danzy, Hathaway, Kirkland, and White on for PHS. Next serve, Sloan with the set for South. It's going to be close. Another point, PHS. 15-7 now the score. Lady Patriots going to have to collect it here. PHS looking very good in this second game. Another good serve there by Draper. They're going to call a roll or a carry, double hit, whatever you want to call it. We're going to call that on Eckerd. So 16-7 now the score. Very commanding lead for PHS. Draper again serves. Eckerd to Sloan. Here comes Greenleaf. And that's in for the kill. Point South, and now they get to serve once again. Amber Shreves will be doing the serving for the Lady Patriots. And Shreves needs to rattle off a couple. Hathaway to Draper. Over to Kirkland, blocked, kept alive. Shreves to Wells. Blocked by PHS, still going. Here comes Kirkland. Whitman keeps it alive. Greenleaf over to Wells. Good volley here. Hathaway blocked by Sloan and Greenleaf. Back over by Greenleaf. And good positioning there in the backside, back line of PHS, and nobody able to get that to stop. So another point for South, 16-9 the score. Shreves with another serve here. White puts it over, good shot. Shreves not able to do anything with that, so another point. PHS 17-9 is the score. On is Thompson, off is Kirkland. Thompson will be doing the serving for the Lady Big Reds. And that was a knuckleball right in the middle. Nobody able to do anything with that. Eckerd was the closest, but she wasn't able to dive and get that. So 18-9 the score as PHS doubling up on the South Lady Patriots right now. Thompson serving it up and again. Here's Eckerd. Deep. Kept alive by Shreves, over by Greenleaf. She kind of missed it, but still was able to get it over. Hathaway puts it back over for, they're going to call it deep. Look close to the line, but they're going to call it deep. Another point now for South. 18-10 is the score. Jesse Wells serves. And Thompson not able to handle that. We're going to call a carry on that, and a point now once again for Lady Patriots. 18-11 the score. Wells serves again. Thompson over to Danzy. And over for a point for PHS. Bethany White now does the serving. Eckerd to Shreves. Here comes Whitman. Good shot by Whitman. Another point for South. 19-12 the score. PHS in the lead. Greenleaf serves now. Again, in a situation where she's going to have to rattle off a few points now. White to Draper. She was a little deep on that set. It actually went over the net, and Whitman was there to kill it real quick. 13 now, 19 to 13 the score. And Greenleaf serves once again. Hathaway to Draper. It's got to be over. It is by Armstrong. Shreves with the set over to Whitman. Another infraction on PHS, and now Coach Harnish is going to take a timeout. Again, these timeouts are pretty much nothing more than momentum breakers. South will rattle off now 3 consecutive points, and Harnish just wants to make sure that, they're going to have to work for it a little bit more, so another timeout called. We'll keep it right here. Well, Coach Newberry's already done, so. And Coach Harnish is too far away. I was going to try and point the microphone their way to see if we can catch up on what they were saying, but everybody's done with what they have to say. PHS up 5. It's 19 to 14 in game 2 of this matchup. Greenleaf now serves now for the 4th consecutive time. And I believe we're set. Here comes the serve. Deep. Point PHS. Now also they get the serve. 20 to 14 is the score. Greenleaf sits down. On the floor now Danielle Floyd. Also libero Leanne Schuler on. Here comes the serve from Hathaway. Whitman to Shreves. Back to Whitman. Thompson keeps it alive. Over by Armstrong. Floyd to Shreves to Eckert. Danzy to Armstrong. And Strong for the point. 21-14 the score. PHS trying to even up the games in this matchup. Here comes the next serve from Hathaway. Floyd to Shreves to Whitman. Blocked by PHS, but actually almost takes the play, almost the player out of position there. Thompson was trying to get it, but not able to get in position. So the point now goes to South, 21 to 15 the score. Laurel Sloan now with the serve. Bethany White over to Draper. To Armstrong. Over by Shreves. Thompson. It's got to be over, and it's going to be in the net. Another point South, 21 to 16 the score. And Laurel Sloan serves again. Thompson to Draper. To Armstrong. Good dig by Floyd. Sloan sets it. Shreves puts it over. Draper to Danzy, a little bit of a dink there, faked everybody out. Nice play, PHS. Now the score 22-16. PHS trying to put the second game away. Serving now will be number 7, Aaron Armstrong. They're saying on the line it's going to be an ace for Armstrong. 23-16 the score. Armstrong serves. Schuler to Sloan. Over to Shreves. Point South, 23-17 the score. Gives them a little bit of breathing room. Jamie Whitman with the serve. To White. To Draper. To Molly Kirkland, blocked. Kept alive. Here comes the set from Sloan. Here comes Jessie Wells. She puts it over. Still alive. No, it's going to go out of play. Point South. 23-18. Here's the set by Draper. Here comes Danzy, blocked, kept alive, still alive, and it's over by Floyd. Danzy once again to Kirkland, blocked, and it will stay in play. It'll be a point for PHS. 24-18 is the score. And now serving for game number 2 will be number 3, Aaron Danzy. Floyd to Sloan. Here comes Wells. And we're going to keep going, folks. 24-19 the score. Eckert was able to get a lot of points in the first game. She's going to have to get at least 6 here. Draper to Kirkland. Whitman to Sloan, over to Greenleaf. Kept alive. Draper with the set. Here comes, and Kirkland gets the kill, and that's game number 2. We're tied up at 1 in this matchup. PHS and South each with 1 game. We'll switch sides once again, and we'll play another one. We'll also take a quick commercial break. You're watching CES Channel 45's coverage of high school volleyball. 3 of this best of 5 matchup between PHS and South. I'm going to give you some kill numbers in that second game. Number 7 for the Lady Big Reds, Aaron Armstrong, and Molly Kirkland tied for the lead in kills with 5 apiece in that game, plus number 3, Aaron Danzy with 3. Bethany White got 1 for South. Greenleaf and Whitman both with 3 kills, whereas Wells got 1 and Shreves got 1 kill. So South gets the first point of this second one, this third game, excuse me. In essence, that's going to be a carry on Whitman, but it hit her right in the face. So Bethany White now serves. The score tied at 1 in this third game. And here comes the serve. Eckert to Shreves to Whitman. Blocked, kept alive by Draper. Hathaway to Danzy, and they're calling that little, looks like they called another carry or some sort, another infraction on South. Shreves to Whitman, kept alive by Thompson. Great dig right there. White puts it over, it's in the net, and it's going to come over just enough. It's going to be another point for PHS. The score now 3-1 in this third ball game. Bethany White serves once again. Schuler. A little deep into the net, and Shreve's not able to make a play on that one. White serves again. Eckert. Shreves set to Whitman, blocked, and White not able to dig that one out, so give the point to South. 4-2 the score, and now they get to serve. Asia Greenleaf will be doing the serving. That's in. It's going to be an ace for Greenleaf. 4-3 the score. PHS in the lead still. And here's a shot of Asia as she gets ready to serve once again. Armstrong to Draper, back to Armstrong. Asia, Greenleaf to Shreves to Eckert. They're going to call a carry on Thompson. Another point South, 4-4 the score now. Next serve for Greenleaf, and somehow kept alive for PHS, but she's over the line. It was a great attempt there by Armstrong, trying to dig it out and still get it over the net. What she actually did, but she ended up over the line, and that's going to be a point for South. So 5-4 the score. South now in the lead. Greenleaf with the serve. That one is wide, so there will be a point for PHS. It's all tied up at 5, and PHS will be doing the serving now. Paige Hathaway. On the court is Danielle Floyd once again. Out is Asia Greenleaf. Great serve there by Hathaway. It was a line drive. Schuler could do nothing with except actually take it off of her face. So that serve was almost a downward movement from the minute it left her hand. Floyd to Shreves, to Eckert, blocked by Armstrong, but it's going to land out of bounds. It's going to be a point for South, 6-6 to score. Libero now on the floor for PHS, Cheney Johnson. Serving will be Laurel Sloan. Bethany White to Draper, to Armstrong. Nice block by South, and it's going to go out of bounds. Great block there by Whitman. I believe Eckert was on that block as well. So now South with the lead 7-6. Sloan serves again. Thompson to Draper, to Danzy, and a miss hit there. Again, trying to come in, instead of going strong, trying to do that little dink over, and just didn't work out that time. A little bit of a miss hit, so it's going to be another point South. Another serve for Laurel Sloan. Johnson to Draper, to Armstrong, blocked by Whitman and not able to be kept alive. Great kill there by Armstrong. It's going to be a point for PHS. The score 8-7. South in the lead. On the floor again is Molly Kirkland, and serving for PHS will be number 7, Erin Armstrong. Sloan with the set over to Whitman. Somehow she punches that over and stays on her side. Kirkland. Wow. Strong with the left hand once again. Another point. Ties it up at 8. Big southpaw. Armstrong with the next serve. In the net. Point South, serve South as well. Jamie Whitman will be doing the serving, up 9-8 in this third game. Johnson to Draper, to Kirkland, blocked by Eckert and Shreves. Kept alive, here comes Danzy, another block. Wells keeps it alive, and over is Eckert. Thompson to Draper, to Danzy. That's going to go in for a point. Tied up at 9. And Erin Danzy now serves. Floyd, the one's got to be over, and it is. Good play by Whitman. Draper to Kirkland. Kept alive by Sloan. There's Eckert. They're going to call a carry on the set. PHS retakes the lead in this third game, 10-9. Danzy serves again. Floyd. Eckert to Whitman, that's over. Armstrong to Draper, to Kirkland, blocked by Shreves. Nobody there to collect it though. It's going to be another point PHS, now up 2 in this third game, 11-9. Coach Martha Newberry taking the timeout. This third game being a little topsy-turvy, couple of lead changes already. Nobody really trying to break away in this game. But now PHS definitely with a little bit of momentum, so it's probably a good move by Coach Newberry to break that momentum with the timeout. Coach Harnish, not a lot to say. Keep it up. South Faithful trying to get a little bit of crowd spirit into the Lady Patriots. I'd say it's a pretty evenly dispersed crowd, half PHS, half South. Here comes the next serve. This is going to be way deep. Make the score 11-10. PHS still in the lead. But now South with the serve. Greenleaf back on the floor for the Lady Patriots, and serving Lindsay Eckert. Cheney Johnson to Draper, over to Kirkland. She puts a little air under this one. To Sloan now with the set to Greenleaf. Draper to Bethany White. They're going to call it out of bounds, which it was, so it's going to be another point. PHS 12-10 is the score. And back on the floor will be Paige Hathaway coming in for libero Cheney Johnson. And serving will be Laura Draper. Eckert to Sloan to Wells. And a miss hit there by Danzy, and nobody able to collect that, so it's going to be another point for South. 12-11 to score. South able to stick around. Shreve serves for South. Bethany White to Draper. Back over to White. Just past the hands of Asia Greenleaf. Here comes Jessie Wells. Kept alive by Danzy. Here comes Kirkland. We're going to call a carry on Kirkland. 12-all the score in this third matchup, or third game in this matchup. And Shreve serves once again. Draper. Here comes Kirkland. Eckert for South. To Shreves to Greenleaf. And Greenleaf with another kill. 13-12 the score. South retakes the lead in this game 3. But it's been pretty back and forth the whole way, so. Shreve serves again. Hathaway puts it right back over. Wells to Shreves to Sloan. Here comes the set from Draper. Here comes Hathaway. Blocked by Sloan and Greenleaf. Point South. Harnish calls a timeout for the Lady Big Reds. The score now in this game 3 of this best-of-5 matchup, PHS 12, South 14. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Another quick timeout, just a couple of momentum changes. It's been a pretty topsy-turvy. 3 points here, 3 points there. And right now, South in the lead by the score of 14-12. Thank you, cameraman Mitch Mills, student at the Wood County Tech Center in the broadcasting department. Also want to thank the other camera person, Cody Inman, doing a fine job. We're ready to go again. Shreves serves. Hathaway puts it close to the net, but kept alive. Here's Kirkland. Whitman dives, tries to make the dig, not able to do so though. Point PHS, the score 14-13. And serving now for PHS will be Sarah Thompson. Eckert, miss hit off of her hands. Another point for PHS, tied up at 14. And Thompson serves again. Whitman to Shreves, back over to Wells. White keeps it alive, actually kind of knocks it out of position, but Armstrong able to put it over for PHS. Good play by Draper in there as well. Here comes Wells to Danzy to Draper. Here comes Armstrong. Dug out by Eckert, but right into the side of Amber Shreves. It's going to be another point, PHS, and guess what? PHS got the lead once again. Been trading off points here. 15-14 the score. Here comes Thompson. Whitman to Shreves. Here comes Greenleaf. We're going to say out. Point PHS, 17-14 the score. Oh, excuse me, that is 16-14. Nope. 16-14 is the score, but the point goes, no, 16-15 is the score. Point goes to South as the PHS player was in the net. Another carry for Thompson. Another point for South. (16-15) is the score. 17-15 the score after that. The score is South 17, PHS 15. And that's going to be a deep service error there by Wells. So that point goes to PHS. The score, South 17, PHS 16. Now serving is Bethany White for the Lady Big Reds. Shreves with the set over to Whitman. Draper to Hathaway to Armstrong. Another South infraction there, so all tied up at 17 in this game number 3. And Bethany White serves once again for the Big Reds. Schuler to Shreves. Greenleaf with a really big shot there, but it was blocked by Armstrong and Danzy. Great play, and point goes to PHS, and once again, PHS in the lead, 18-17. Bethany White serves once again. Schuler misconnects there, another point, PHS. 19-17 the score. Bethany White serves again. Shreves to Whitman. Draper to Hathaway. To Danzy. Oh, a big shot right there by Danzy. 20-17 the score. Coach Newberry decides she wants to take another timeout. I believe that is their second of this game. Again, merely to stop the momentum. This game has changed leads at least 4 different times in this game that I can think of. 4 points here for one team, 3 points here for another team. Right now, in possession of momentum is PHS, 20-17 the score. Newberry has said what she's got to say. Bethany White serves once again for the Big Reds. And here it comes. Schuler to Shreves. Here comes Whitman. Good dig out there by Draper, kept alive and back over for PHS. Here comes Whitman once again. They said that's on the line. He said that's on the line, so point South, 20-18 the score. Libero, no, wait a second. Okay, I guess not. Here comes Greenleaf with the serve to Thompson, to Draper, to Danzy. Greenleaf keeps it alive, actually puts it back over. Danzy tried to go up big for a big shot there, and she comes up swinging and missing pretty much. 20-19 the score. That would have hurt though, she would have made connection. Trying to tie it back up is Greenleaf. Hathaway to Draper. Here comes Armstrong, that's way deep, and we're tied up at 20. Again. I guess the key to this game is who's got the momentum when it's all said and done. Here we go. I don't know what just happened there, but we're going to go ahead and play for more volleyball. Greenleaf to Hathaway to Draper. Here comes Danzy. Schuler keeps it alive. And another infraction on South. I'm not sure what happened there. Well, it's going to be a point PHS, 21-20 the score. Paige Hathaway serves. Schuler to Floyd. Eckert puts it over. White to Draper. Here comes Armstrong. Schuler keeps it alive to Shreves. She sets it to Sloan. Hathaway there with a good dig. Here comes Danzy, blocked by Whitman. Coach Newberry off the court, excited, off the bench, definitely excited about that play. Tied up at 21. Coach Harnish going to take his last time out of this game too, so. We're seeing some excitement here in game number 3. About 5 or 6 lead changes that I can think of. We're all tied up at 21 right now, though. Crowd getting into it here at the Rod Oldham Athletic Center as well. That was a quick timeout. It only took 30 seconds off the timeout clock there. Cheney Johnson, libero for PHS on the floor, as well as the libero for South, Leanne Schuler. Laurel Sloan trying to serve for the lead. Cheney Johnson kept alive by Thompson. This one's got to be over by White. It is, and it's going to go as a point. Absolutely nobody there in position for South. That could be a little bit of a turning point in this game. Bethany White just doing what she could to keep that volley alive, and the ball lands for a point right in the middle of the South defense. Aaron Armstrong with the serve now. Schuler to Sloan. That one's going to be deep by Whitman. 23-21 the score. Armstrong serves. Schuler to Sloan. Here comes Shreves. That's deep. Game point for the Lady Big Reds. Trying to go up 2-1 in this best of 5. Armstrong with the serve. Schuler. That one, she put it in the position nobody could be at. It's going to be another point, PHS, and they take game 3, 25-21. We'll be back for game 4. We're going to switch sides. We'll do it all over again. You're watching CES Channel 45. To game 4. PHS in position now. If they take this game, it's over. And South trying to force a game 5 in this best of 5 series. I'm going to give you the offensive numbers from that last game. PHS 12-6 in kills, meaning they were a lot more aggressive in the offensive end. Another point for PHS to start off this ball game. Bethany White for PHS had 2 kills in that game 3. 19. Molly Kirkland had 3. Aaron Danzy had 3, and leading the way in that game number 3 was number 7, Aaron Armstrong, with 4 kills. Lindsay Eckert with 2. Jamie Whitman with 2. Greenleaf with 1. Good shot there by the Lady Patriots. Getting the serve back and also getting the point. And also with the last kill was number 6, Jesse Wells. So 12-6 in kills on that last game. Jesse Wells serves now, tied up at 1. Good serve right in the middle, but kept alive by PHS. Armstrong puts it over. Eckert to Shreves to Whitman. Thompson puts it back over. And PHS not able to collect that, so it's going to be a point for South. 2-1 the score. Jesse Wells serves again. White to Danzy, over to Armstrong. Whitman to Shreves to Sloan, blocked, kept alive, and put back over, still alive. We're going to say Whitman in the net. Clarification, the other official said she was actually just over the line. She wasn't in the net. Bethany White with the serve. Knuckleball serve to Schuler. Whitman with the big shot, but blocked by PHS. Hathaway now to Armstrong. Eckert not able to collect it. Score is now 3-2. PHS in the lead. On for the first time now will be Ryan Feeler. She's coming in for Eckert. Just another presence on the front line. Bethany White now. Feeler gets in the game quickly with a quick dig. Here comes Whitman. White to Draper. Excellent shot there. Excellent attempt by Feeler, but it just goes out of bounds. So now up 4-2 is PHS. Bethany White serves it up again. Feeler This one's got to be over by Shreves. It is, but leaves a little bit opening there. Okay, they're back in position. Here comes Armstrong. Nobody there, though. Point PHS, 5-2 the score. PHS now in control of this game number 4. Bethany White with the serve. Feeler to Shreves. Here comes Greenleaf, blocked. Miscommunication there. Sloan and Shreves trying to go for the set and end up nobody getting it at all. Another point PHS. Up 4 now in this game number 4. 6-2 is the score. Bethany White serves again. Feeler to Shreves. Here comes Sloan. White to Draper. Here comes Armstrong. Feeler keeps it alive. Greenleaf still alive. Armstrong. That one got into the rafters, and they were not able to control that one. So PHS up big in this game number 4, 7-2. Coach Newberry going to take a timeout. Trying to catch these last-minute instructions here. Seems like a little bit of out of positioning for South now. They just got to collect themselves. On the floor for PHS, Thompson, Draper, White, Danzy, Armstrong, and Hathaway. Coming back on the floor, Sloan, Shreves, Whitman, Greenleaf, Feeler, and libero Leanne Schuler. PHS still with the serve, 7-2 the score in this game 4. Here comes the serve from White to Feeler, to Shreves. Here comes Whitman, kept alive by PHS. Over by Danzy, puts it back over by Shreves. Here comes, oh, nice block by Greenleaf. Point South, they get the serve back now. Great volley there by both teams, but just a good block by Greenleaf. I believe Sloan was in the area as well. So Greenleaf now with the serve. White, there you go, Whitman. White basically set up Whitman for the kill right there. A little bit of a deep dig, it actually went back over the net. Whitman was just there to collect it and get the point. 7-4 the score. Greenleaf serves again. PHS in the lead. Hathaway to Thompson and over by Armstrong. Greenleaf to Shreves. Here comes Whitman. They're going to call it. They're going to call it deep. I didn't know if that was a deflection or not, so it's going to be a point PHS. 8-4 the score. Paige Hathaway, senior co-captain for PHS, doing the serving. On the floor now for South is Danielle Floyd coming in for Asia Greenleaf. Here's the Hathaway serve to Floyd, to Shreves. Here comes Feeler. It was blocked. Still alive. Here comes Sloan. Blocked once again. And a double hit there by PHS. Point South. They get the serve back. Laurel Sloan will be doing the serving. Cheney Johnson on the floor now for PHS. The libero sitting down will be Paige Hathaway. The score of this game, 8-5. PHS in the lead. Nice block, but it goes out of bounds. Point PHS, 9-5 will be the score when it's all said and done. Molly Kirkland now on the floor for PHS. Another big-time front court presence there.
9-5, yes.
Served by Armstrong, dug out by Schuler to Sloan. Here comes Whitman, no Shreves. In the net once again. They're calling that a lot tighter than I've seen in a long time. So 10-5 is the score. PHS with the serve. Schuler to Sloan. Here comes Whitman. Blocked by PHS. Great block. Schuler keeps it alive. Whitman puts it over. Draper to Danzy. Actually not able to get enough on it. South gets their serve back and scores 10-6. Jesse Wells comes back on the court. Jamie Whitman does her patented jump serve. Here we go. In the net. Point PHS, 11-6 is the score. And serving now will be Aaron Danzy. Another jump serve, nice one. Sloan, that's over. And almost out of position as PHS, but they're able to keep it alive. Here comes Kirkland. Whitman digs it out, goes over to Wells, blocked by Kirkland. They're gonna call a carry. Point PHS. (12-6) is the score. Another serve by actually in the net. Point PHS. 12-7. Greenleaf back in, and they need her in there to match up with Kirkland. Ryan Fielder with her first serve of the ball game. It's over. Cheney Johnson to Draper. Over to Kirkland. Dug out by Whitman. Sloan with the set to Wells. All right. Okay, after some deliberation there, the PHS line judge said it was deep, but the South line judge said there was a tip there. And so the point will go to South. Fielder will continue to serve. The score is now 12-8. PHS still in the lead. South is gonna have to rattle off some points here. Armstrong to Draper. Here comes White. Sloan to Shreves. Here comes Greenleaf. That's in. Point South. (12-9) is the score. Fielder serves again. Armstrong to Draper. Here comes Kirkland. Blocked by Greenleaf, but it's going to go out of bounds. So point PHS, 13-9 the score. And serving now will be Laura Draper, the setter for PHS. And there's the serve. Dug out by Fielder and out of bounds. (14-9) is the score. PHS in control. And serving is Draper. Whitman to Sloan to Greenleaf. And that's in. South trying to show some life there and got another point. 14-10 the score, and now serving will be Amber Shreves. Hathaway put it in position for Wells to get a kill, basically. Close to the net, and Wells just kind of put it out of commission. Another point South. 14-11 now the score. White to Kirkland. Actually, no, it was Draper. White puts it back over. Fielder to Shreves, puts it over. A little fake there. She's looking for the set, and she actually puts it over for the point. 14-12 now the score. And now Coach Harsh is going to take a timeout. Right now, PHS in control and also in the lead in this game. If they win this game, this match is over, 3-1. So South has got to pull out a victory, force a game 5. Next time we bring you a sporting event here on CES Channel 45, it will be the football matchup between South and RC Berg Friday night. Action begins at 7:30. Last fall sporting event we'll be bringing you from the Erickson All Sports facility. So be sure you're there for all the excitement. 7:30 Friday night on CES Channel 45. Amber Shreves, senior co-captain, ready to serve again for the Lady Patriots, down 2 points, 14-12. Here comes the serve. White to Draper. Over to Kirkland. Blocked by Greenleaf. We're going to see the 4th hit anyway, so another point South. Now looking to tie it up. 14-13 is the score in this game number 4. Serve Shreves. White digs it out over to Draper. We're going to say out of bounds. And South now officially has tied it up at 14. Shreves serves again to White, to Draper, to Hathaway. Blocked. Fielder tries to keep it alive, not able to do so. Point PHS, 15-14 the score. And now Sarah Thompson serving for PHS, up 1, 15-14. Here comes the serve. In the middle, Fielder tries to dig it out. Knuckleball serve there. It's going to be good for a point and an ace. Next serve, Thompson. Whitman to Shreves, to Greenleaf. No, actually to Sloan. And they're going to call a carry on the initial hit there. 16-15 the score. Jesse Wells with the serve for the Lady Patriots. Wells with the serve. White to Draper. Here comes Armstrong. It's blocked. They're going to call the ball hit and out of bounds on the other side of the boundary stick on the net. So it's going to be a point for PHS. 17-15 the score. Bethany White serving for the Lady Big Reds. Shoulder to Shreves. Here comes Whitman. Deep. Another point PHS, 18-15. White with the serve to Whitman, to Greenleaf. It's got to be over. It is by Shreves. Almost put it in the middle where nowhere it was. Oh, great shot there by Armstrong, but hit Whitman in the hand. Basically out of position. And South is forced to call another timeout. And I believe that is that their first timeout this game? PHS still has a timeout remaining in this game. South uses its last one, but it's pretty simple at this point. They just got to get the ball back and get some points. PHS looking very tough though, putting the ball exactly where they need to put it. Bethany White serves up 19-15. Shreves over to Whitman, and that's going to be a point for South. 19-16 now the score. Good serve by Asia Greenleaf. Good. A little bit of a slider action, using a baseball term right there, and it was right where nobody was. 19-17 the score, and here comes the next serve from Asia Greenleaf. White to Armstrong. Here comes great kill there by Aaron Danzy. Another fake out, going up strong and then just dinking it over. You got to respect the front line for PHS, and South was just out of position there. Great play by Danzy. They get the serve back. Up 3 now. 20-17 is the score. Paige Hathaway with the serve. Nice line drive serve. Shreves with the set. Over to Whitman. And she hits it out. 21-17 the score. Good serve by Hathaway. Man, that's a good serve. Fielder puts it over. Danzy to Draper, over to Armstrong. Another point, PHS, 22-17. Another great serve from Hathaway. Sloan blocked by PHS. Another points for PHS. (23-17) now the score. And here comes Hathaway again. Comes out like a cannon. Sloan with the set over to Feeler. Draper to Danzy, blocked by South. Draper keeps it alive. Here comes Armstrong. Schuler keeps it alive. Set by Shreves. Here comes Feeler. And point South. Great play there. Nice dig attempt by Bethany White. It'll be a point for South, and Sloan with the serve. White to Draper to Armstrong. Schuler hits it. If she leaves alone, it could be out. Game point, match point for PHS right here. Aaron Armstrong with the serve. Schuler, Sloan, Shreves. Kept alive by Johnson, still alive. Now they're going to call Whitman has got to serve 6 consecutive. Actually, 4 consecutive, 5 consecutive. Trying to get my math in here. Kirk kept alive. Danzy kept alive by Sloan. The Feeler back over by Whitman. Next point for PHS. Game is over. Here comes Danzy. Block. Still alive. Draper to Kirkland. Blocked. Kept alive. No. Still alive. And a point South. (24-20). Whitman serves again. This one's deep, and it's over. Game, set, match, PHS. So PHS takes this matchup 3-1, and that could mean an awful lot when it comes to the postseason, when it comes to positioning. If the season plays out, PHS should be in the #1 position when it comes to the postseason, and South will probably be in the #2. So great game, PHS. Johnson chiropractor played of the game. I would kind of have to give it to Aaron Armstrong. She had a decent amount of kills and played. She stepped up big for PHS and winning 3 consecutive games to take the match. So remember to join us tomorrow night. South takes on RC Bird. We're going to be bringing you volleyball action next week. We'll be seeing the same PHS team as they will be taking on Woodrow Wilson. That'll be next Tuesday at the PHS Fieldhouse. Thanks for joining us once again. Once again, our camera people were Cody Inman and Mitch Mills. And remember, Keith and Heather in the trailer. For CAS Channel 45, I'm Michael Blisk. Have yourselves a great evening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next on CAS Channel 45.